I tell you, I'm excited today
I am too.
because we got this anointed, gifted directoress.
Yes.
I'm getting real churchy.
Get churchy.
Directoress.
Yes.
And I'm going to allow her to introduce herself because I want to make sure that we say it right, and then I'm going to get very pastoral with it. So, my sister, will you introduce
Yes.
yourself for us?
Good morning, y'all. My
Good
name is
morning.
Delicia, and I am so happy to be with you this morning. I directed Trouble in Mind at the Old Globe Theater, uh, which opened in February and closes soon.
Yes, yes, yes. And I want to tell you, Delicia, because I was getting ready to call you Delicious. I was gonna say Sister Delicious, but I'm excited about it because we got God Radio Day this Saturday at the
Mm-hmm.
matinee. So we're, about 40, 50, 60 of us gonna come down, and if we start shouting in the aisles, just don't mind us. We're gonna
Just
just
just tell them let you
Oh,
know.
please do. It's my birthday on Saturday. What a birthday gift that is.
Wow.
what?
Happy birthday in advance.
Oh,
53. Thank
and
you.
looking 23.
Looking 23.
I'll take it.
So tell us, where are you from?
I'm originally from Atlanta.
Uh huh.
Atlanta, and I lived there until I was a teenager, until 13, and then my family moved to Houston. So I did my teenage years in Houston.
All right. Now, did you go to any performing arts schools in Houston? Or
I went to the High School for Performing and Visual Arts in Houston. HSPVA is called. And that was a great time. Yeah.
I tell you, we meet more folks
I
from
think
your
Reese
from
went
your
there.
school and the Houston. There's something in the water in Houston.
Yes. They have great arts, great
Mm-hmm.
teachers,
Mm-hmm.
a bunch of great churches. It was a great place to be a teenager.
Wow.
All right. So you've been in San Diego now for what, about a month and a half?
No, I've been in San Diego for 23 years, y'all.
Wait a minute. So you're here now.
Right, I'm a local director to San Diego, and I am a resident artist at the Old Globe. But as a freelance director, I directed this play for their main stage, Trouble in Mind.
Oh,
Wow.
now I got a beef with you now.
Why you got to be?
You've
Okay.
you've been. I'm sorry, plant, not a beef, a plant, because I'm plant. You mean to tell me that you've been here for 23 years and we have never crossed paths?
We haven't.
Okay, today that's going to stop. This
Okay,
is your station now.
this is my
Anything
station.
that you do, you are welcome to come here and get the interview and get the word out because we support the arts
Yes, we do.
and we support our women and men of color, our
Mm-hmm.
Christian community. So now that she's here in San Diego, I want to know what church you go to.
I don't really have a church home here in San
Uh
Diego.
huh.
My granddaddy is a preacher, and my mama keeps telling me like everybody can't be a country preacher like your granddaddy. But I'm open for suggestions.
New Creation Church of San Diego.
Where Robert is the prelate.
No, I'm not no prelate. I don't preach. I sing.
You sing for the Lord.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So tell me, how did you get into directing? Were you an actress first? Tell me, how did you get into the business?
I did when we moved to Houston. I had to take an elective, and I decided to take a drama class.
Hmm.
Um, and and then from then eighth grade on, I never looked back.
Wow.
um, uh, I fell in love with sort of and I think it is for me. Theater is similar. The things I love about church are some of the same things I love about theater, which
Mm-hmm.
is a community comes together to hear a word in this case a play, a
Mm-hmm.
story that
Mm-hmm.
reveals something um, about our humanity
Hmm.
and fell or something or exposes something we might be going through
Hmm.
and reveals and illuminates something for us to learn or appreciate or be grateful for. Um, and as a kid, I was one of those kids who didn't just love the singing. I also loved the sermon.
Hmm. Wow.
Wow. So she
Um,
gravitated to
and
word.
so and so it fulfills it touches the and so when I was a little girl, my grandmama said to me, God has a plan for you. And so I feel like theater is that plan for
Yes.
me.
So let me ask you this, and I have to ask you because I'm just so enamored at this point that you're here in San Diego, So because of that, I want to ask this: how do you um, actors and actresses can be a handful at times? How do you pull out the best in those actors and actresses at the same time of dealing with egos and personalities and everything?
I think that in truth, I mean, like, it's a very brave work to stand in front of people and be vulnerable.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, there's a lot of skill goes into acting and all the training and all the things you have to learn, and then there's the talent part. But at the core of it is a lot of vulnerability.
Yes.
So I try and always remember that, and that people deal with their vulnerabilities and insecurities in different ways. Some of them get quiet, some of them act out, right? So I try and identify what the real problem is.
Amen. Amen.
Right. Are you scared about this moment? And let's talk about it and see if we can make it work, right? Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about some of your history in directing and everything like that. Tell us
Okay.
some of the plays and things that you have been involved with.
Well, when in 2004 and 5, I started a small theater here in San Diego with three other women called Moxie Theater. I'm no longer there. I paid it forward to the next generation, but and that's over in the college area in Rolando. Um, and,
That is a
and
shame. I think that I did meet you because one of my dear
you
friends,
probably did.
Walter
I,
Cole, had his church there for some time.
yes, that's
Yes,
right. He
yes.
did.
And
Oh,
so,
he was lovely.
yeah,
Yeah.
I,
It's,
I truly enjoyed your theater. I actually did a couple of things there. It's a perfect small theater.
yes, is a small theater. Yes, and now it's run by Jen Thorne. But and so now I freelance around San Diego and around the country. So
Wow,
Wow.
that's amazing.
so
And
we did cross paths, just not like person to person. But now I'm
yeah.
so happy to know about y'all.
Yeah. I'm excited about you because I think that there's so many of our young people that are into the arts. And like I tell people that I love football. But
Me too.
if I was to do football over again, if I knew then what I knew now, I would have been the best kicker. And I would not have played any other position but kicker because there's a specialty, but you can do a lot with that specialty. And a lot of times when our kids are looking at, music or the career paths, they only look at the starting lineup, the star or this, but they don't realize that behind the scenes
Money. That's
person
where the money is.
and the coaches are the ones that make it happen. And to know that you have a director, a directoress, or a director that also, can tell the young people there's set design, there's audio, there's lighting, all
Yes.
these other different things. I really want to just, do that type of interview and that type of conversation with you to help our young people to understand that there's much more to the field
Absolutely.
than just acting.
That's right. Or even directing.
Yeah.
And I think, and I feel like where we need more people of color is in theater administration so that it moves, so that then those are the people who move up the pipeline to become runners of theater, that run the theaters. And so production managers, the ones who schedule and budget, stage management. I started as a stage manager, even though I ended up as a director. And that's a field where you coordinate all the different elements and work really closely with the production and the producers in order to make a play happen. And
Excellent.
there's a lot of skills that we develop for other fields like organization and communication and that are relevant in the arts, but especially art administration.
So let me ask you a question. Now, this weekend, God Radio is going to be in the house at the Old Globe to see Trouble in Mind. Did you see that
Yeah.
play on it? I had to say, I think there's some trouble. So talk to us about this play and what drew you to it.
The play was originally written in 1955. It's set in 1957 because it had a really successful off-Broadway run. Alice Childress, um, it was gonna go. She was gonna be the first black female playwright produced on Broadway, but the producers wanted her to change the ending of the play. They wanted there to be some, like, reconciliation. And so she tried that, but then she was never satisfied. So she rewrote it like 5 times, trying to, and eventually she said no, she couldn't change it.
Mm-hmm.
So her play wasn't done on Broadway uh, in 1957, and the first black female playwright was Lorraine Hansberry's A Raisin in the Sun,
Mm-hmm.
right? Um, and when you see the play on Saturday, it's her unwillingness to compromise what she felt like needed to be said.
Wow.
That is one of the reasons I love this play.
Mm-hmm.
But she uses comedy in a play within a play structure to
Mm-hmm.
examine like some really hard questions like stereotypes and racism and sexism in America, but specifically in the theater community. Everybody's well-meaning. They're trying to do something they feel like is important, but the main conflict is when the main actress, who is black, asks the white director, like when she has creative differences with him, like who gets to decide, right?
Yeah, that's very, very powerful. It seems to be a very emotional play. So I believe I will laugh, but will I also cry, and will I get a little angry, or will I get a little call and response? You better say that, girl.
Right.
Yeah.
You oh I think you might.
Hmm.
I think and because in it is really, it's a comedy. I always say it's a comedy until it's not.
Hmm. Wow.
And the main actress, I don't want to tell you too much because you're going to see it, and I
Yeah.
think you're going to see this play written in 1957 or 55, and you're going to be like, wait, this wasn't written last year.
Hmm. Okay.
Wow.
That is the thing that makes you, um, or I should speak for myself. That is the thing that makes me uh, love how relevant the play is, but
Hmm.
sad that it's still relevant
Wow.
after all this time.
Well, I'm very excited about this. I'm very excited about Trouble in Mind. I want to shout out to the Old Globe, and I literally want to shout out that they reached and found somebody locally based, you know, to really bring this play to life. The Old Globe is a phenomenal theater to be in, and I want you all to know that about 40 of us are going down there representing God Radio, and you can still get tickets. We're going to do the matinee show. And I'm gonna ask Sister Delicious. I'm sorry. I got.
Please.
I'm gonna ask her if you just give us like 5 or 10 minutes afterwards, so that I can just see you and shake your hand, so and sing happy birthday to you.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
because we're really excited about this play. We've been promoting it since it started up. People have gone and they literally have thoroughly enjoyed it. And I want to say kudos to you because the actors are doing their thing, but it takes that behind the scenes, the directors and the people that led them through this journey. And so I want to say thank you so much. And I'm looking forward to doing more work with you. And I got stuff up in my head about an interview and behind the scenes people you need to know, kind of vibe like that. But I'm very, very proud that you're here, and I want to thank you so much for your work and the work that you've done with this play.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I hope you enjoyed on Saturday, and I would be happy to talk to you after
Excellent,
the
excellent.
show. I mean,
Well,
you see me with the braids. All right.
well,
So
well, well,
I'll look for you.
I was gonna say, girl, who do your braids? They tight. Give them a shout out. But no, we're gonna have a really good time. And again, I want people to know, the different people that we have in our community that are doing amazing things. And I want to sit down in the future and do interviews to find out where you're going next and what's the big plans. And also, since you have other things, we might have to find some extra funders for something that maybe you're writing.
I wish I could write,
Uh-huh.
but really, I'm a director. I mean, and I love it. I am blessed to do what I love in the world and have it. And I am really committed to making theater that has impact,
Yes.
right? And that I'm proud of. And it's a blessing to be able to say no to
Yeah.
work. Like, no, I can't. I don't want to work on that. Or, I mean, I realize that's a blessing. So, I've been the Oak Globe has given me the opportunity to work on something that I think is important to the world, but also it speaks to me as a black woman, and is important to me to shine a light on Alice Childress, who didn't get the recognition in her own time, but whose shoulders I stand on.
Wow.
Amen. Amen. So I'm gonna ask this last question. The last name, Sonnenberg, if I said it right?
Sonnenberg? Yeah,
Sonnenberg. Tell me
yeah.
how you got Sonnenberg.
Sonnenberg, my husband, that's my married name.
Okay.
That's how I got it.
Because I might say,
I grew up as Sister Turner, so
because Sister Turner, I said, wait a minute, she came from Atlanta, and I'm like, saying Sonnenberg, we just had this conversation on a radio show last night. I said, if Whoopi Goldberg can change her name to Whoopi Goldberg from Karen, maybe I'm be Leonard Goldstein and see if it worked for me.
right. No, yeah. I'm Delicia Turner. And then when in high school there was like as I was graduating, there was a Delicia Taylor who was short like me, dark skin like me, came in, and I was like, you're lucky I'm leaving, otherwise you would have to change your name.
Yep, you're gonna have to be DT because see, I'm Delicia Turner, and there's only gonna be one Delicia Turner up in this place.
Right.
Well, to this weekend, both there's a matinee show and then there's an evening show, and that is Trouble in Mind at the Old Globe Theater. Y'all check it out. Go to it. Tickets are very cost effective, but also it is a great experience. This is Delicia Turner Sonnenberg. That's it, right?
Sonnenberg. Yeah. Can I
Sonnenberg.
say one quick thing? The
Yes.
park is crazy on Saturday afternoon, so give yourselves plenty of time to park. It's been crazy the last few weeks.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm trying to go down there and get that valet parking when they come pick you up.
Right.
I'm
Right.
like saying I'm gonna be very bougie on Saturday because of the fact that I'm going to the Old Globe.
Yeah.
I'm going to the Old
Come
Globe.
as you are, because I want you to come as you are.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, there you have it. And I'm gonna play a song, the song that we like, Robert Earl Dean, that fighter song, because we have a young lady right here that can beat all the odds from Atlanta by way of Houston, now in San Diego. I'm gonna call her DT, because she's just that tight. Here on GOD Radio 1, y'all go and see it. Trouble in Mind, Old Globe, this weekend.